my loved ones, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a different type of video. I wanted to share with you guys my new camera, but I also wanted to show you all the cameras that I use through my whole YouTube journey. So I just want to share that with you guys because, you know, when you first start off, you don't want to invest in an expensive camera until you at least reach 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. So when I first started off, I used just a regular camera for taking pictures. This is the first camera that I used to record with, and this is not the best camera to make videos with, but the pictures are very beautiful because it has a soft focus and you could kind of change how you want your pictures to come out, kind of like filters, kind of like this is the Sony CyberShot 16.2 megapixels. This camera is really old. I've been on YouTube for like around 5 years, and this is my first camera that I was making videos with. It has a screen in the back, so I used to have to set up a mirror in the back of the in the back of the camera to try to see what I was doing in the mirror. But back then I wasn't going to invest in a camera, so I had my regular photo camera and I just started recording videos on this. So this is really old, so I'm pretty sure Sony CyberShot has a way better camera, and I didn't like the quality of the videos because it made me look so far away. But you know, I worked with what I had. I didn't invest in a camera back then. So this is the first camera that I used to use when I first started making YouTube videos. The second camera, oh, and yeah, with this camera, there's no batteries. You plug the camera into the wall and the actual camera charges up. I still use this camera. I still use all of my cameras. That's why I want to share you guys this video, because just because I don't use this to record videos anymore, I do use this to take pictures, especially when I go out and I don't want a big bulky camera. I still use this camera. The second camera that I purchased after that one to kind of like make my videos a little better was this JVC Full HD camera, and I like this camera because it has the screen, and the first one, this is my second one. My first one got stolen, but I repurchased another one, and my first one was touch screen, but this one is not touch screen. This is the camera I use to record my cooking videos. I still use this camera to record my cooking videos, but the quality is somewhat okay. It's better than this camera, I might say, because you can zoom in. When I used to do my makeup tutorials and just do one eye first, I used to use this camera all the time. So this was my go-to video camera before I purchased a major DSLR camera. So I still, like I said, I still use this camcorder to record my cooking videos, but I did purchase another camera to do that because the quality is not that great, but it's not that bad either. So I really liked the investment on this camera. I think I paid like $150, something around that price, but it's probably cheaper now. And this camera back then was like $100, but this is so old, you could probably find one for $89 or something like that. So I did like this camera to record my videos, but I wanted to upgrade, and I wanted my camera to film crisp, sharp HD videos. This camera does upload in HD, 720 pixels, not 1080. So the next camera that I purchased is the one that I'm filming on right now, which is the Canon T3i, the Canon Rebel T3i. I've been using this camera for about 2 to 3 years, I want to say. But when I first bought this camera, I didn't know how the hell to use it because it was so different from this camcorder, because this is just very self-explanatory, but the DSLRs have all these different settings, the aperture, the ISOs, you know, all that's crazy stuff that I do still don't understand to this day. So I just put it on whatever and I just start recording. So when I first bought this camera, I didn't use it for like for a whole year because it was like so complicated to me. And I bought a SD card, and I think it was a performance card, but once I put the SD card in and tried to film, it was shut off like in 5 seconds. So I was confused on why the camera was doing that, and the reason why the camera was doing that is because the SD card wasn't strong enough for the DSLR. So I purchased another one, a performance SD card, and it just worked flawlessly after that. So after I figured out what the hell was wrong with the camera, which was the SD card, I just continued to film on this, and I haven't filmed on anything else but this camera since I figured out what the hell was wrong with it. So I do love my Canon T3i. I know a lot of people are using the 70D now. I don't know if I would get a 70D because I do like my T3i. My quality is very good. I don't even upload my videos in 1080 pixels. I usually do it in 720, and the picture is like beautiful. It's flawless. It's crisp. But the camera is very pricey. I think with this camera I paid $700, and at that time the T5 was out, but I still purchased a T3i. So I purchased my camera off of QVC. I purchased most of my cameras off of QVC because I do not want to fork out that amount of money, you know, with me having 2 kids and a big old household and cars and all that stuff. I did not want to fork out that much money because I like to stack just in case of an emergency, and I do not like to splurge on myself. My kids come first, so I just make payments on it. So I think I have 5 payments of like, I want to say $150, $200, and I like shopping on QVC. I like making payments on my camera. Once you make your first payment, they will ship the product to you, and then you just continue to pay every month. So I do like to buy my cameras off of QVC because you can always get deals, you can always get sales, and yeah. Okay, so I love my Canon T3i. I love it. I don't know, I might get the 70D like I told you guys, but I'm paying on my new camera now, so I got to wait till I pay that off. So the reason why I love the Canon T3i is because you have a remote control that you can use. It don't come with the camera. I purchased mine off of eBay. It was only like $5 to $7. And when I first purchased this, I didn't know how to freaking use it, so I didn't use it for a while. But it has a little thing right here. You press it up to 2 to record video. You press it down to 1 and it will take the pictures. So that's self-explanatory, but my butt just couldn't get it. So I love my T3i. The only thing is the battery. I think I can make 1 makeup tutorial and then 2 reviews, and then the camera will the battery will die. I only have 1 Canon camera, but I did purchase these batteries too. I mean, I only have 1 Canon battery. I purchased these cameras. This is Vivitar. These really doesn't last really long inside of the camera. I could get at least 30 minutes from this battery. Not like the Canon camera where I could get at least an hour or hour and a half. So this wasn't worth the money, so I just need to invest and get another Canon battery. But I see Miss Diva, like, she bought something that you could hook up to the camera and it could charge while you're filming. So I'm going to probably look into that. I don't use any other lenses for my Canon T3i. I do have the 50mm lens where the background is blurry. But for some reason you can't really... You could focus it, but there's not really a real good range on that lens. You have to like be really, really close. And I don't like that. I like this camera because you could focus it back and forth. I mean, this lens. And this is the standard lens that came with the camera. And like I said, I have 2 other lenses. No, I just have 1 lens. I have the lens that comes with the camera, and then I have the 50mm lens, which is the lens that makes the background blurry, and I purchased this off of eBay, and it wasn't that much. I think I paid like $30, and this is a Canon lens. So, and it didn't come from China, so I was surprised that it was so cheap, because you know the lenses for these cameras are very, very pricey. So I love my Canon T3i. As you can see, the picture, the quality is wonderful. And yeah, that is my camera that I use on a regular basis. So let's get over to the new camera. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is my new camera. This is the Canon M10. As you can see, it is way smaller than the average DSLR, but this works just like a DSLR, just smaller and more compact, so you could take it with you. It comes with a lot of things. It comes with one lens, and I do like this lens. I think I recorded 2 videos on it so far. I'm not sure how the quality is yet until I actually upload the video on my iMovie on my computer. But I am loving this camera so far. The pictures are so beautiful and so clear, and this is a mirrorless camera. So this is the packaging. This is what it looks like. And I purchased this off of QVC for $600. So I am paying on this right now. My first payment was $110. So for 5 months, I'm going to be paying $110 for this camera. But a good investment, and I do like the camera. It comes with the lens. It comes with the covers for the lenses. It also comes with an instruction manual. This camera is Wi-Fi, so I have it connected to my phone. It comes with a USB cord, and it also comes with a strap. Okay, so I uploaded the app, and the thing that I don't like about this camera is it's not compatible with my remote. So I use the record button at the top. But you could also upload an app on your Android or smartphone called the Canon Camera Connect, and you could use your remote control from your phone. But the thing that I don't like about that is once you press remote live viewing, the camera, the picture or the video is not going to be in the actual viewfinder. It's going to be on the phone. So I didn't like that. I just thought I could just use this as a remote and turn it on and off, but the actual picture or the video transfers over to the phone. So if anybody knows how to change it to where I could make a video using the viewfinder and just use the phone as a remote, then let me know in the comment section below. So like I said, this is my new baby. Yes, this is my new baby. It is kind of heavy still, but not as heavy as the DSLR, the T3i, because you know that camera is freaking huge. And it has a flip up screen. So the thing about the screen is when I'm recording videos and I'm doing my makeup tutorials, I'm actually looking up instead of in the lens, and for some reason I always look at the viewfinder instead of in the lens. But I know you guys don't mind that because I get the job done, you know what I mean? So it has a flip up camera. It is Wi-Fi, so you could connect it to your router at home to send the picture straight to your phone or to your computer. Right here, this button, like usually on the Canon T3i, when I turn the knob, I could turn the ISOs up and down, but this knob is not for that. I still have to read the manual because it's only 2 days old. And right here you have the option to film video or take pictures right there. And then I think right there the little green button is for aperture. I'm really not sure. I still just need to read up on the manual. So you have a HDMI port right here, and you have the SIM card slot right here. You have the battery at the bottom, and the battery is different from the T3i, so you can't use the same battery. You also can't use the same lens from the T3i to this camera right here, but they do have an adapter to where you could use the lens from the DSLR to this camera, which I might purchase. And I like this camera because it has autofocus, and with the T3i, it's kind of hard to explain. When I hold something up, it does have autofocus, but I really don't use it on my Canon T3i. I just like to focus the camera and move it to focus the camera to the object that I'm showing you. But this one right here, you just hold it up and it automatically autofocus without making a noise. I don't have my T3i on autofocus. I don't think I ever had, and I don't think it make noise. I'm really not sure. But I know the 70D doesn't make noise, and the autofocus is wonderful. Okay, so you have the little panel right here. You got the menu button, you got the play button, and you have the setting button right there. So this is my new camera. The lens comes off, and like I said, this is a mirrorless camera. And what they mean by mirrorless is that the lens could come on and off. So that is the new Canon M10. Can't wait to get to know it, and you know, me and it could cuddle and have pillow talk so I could understand where his mind is at, you know. So yeah, that is my new baby. So this is the camera that I'm probably going to use for my cooking videos because it is more clear and more crisp. But the thing I don't like about the Canon DSLRs is the lighting. So if you don't have good lighting, and if you're like in a dark place, the quality is not that great. It's like really dark. But on this camera, it does have a flash, but I don't know if I could have the flash on while I'm recording if I'm in low lighting setting. And when I do my cooking videos, I'm not gonna run around and carry the ring light to the stove, and I'm not doing all that. I just use the regular lights from the kitchen. If I'm cooking in the daytime, I open my blinds and use the lights from the kitchen. But the quality of my cooking videos is not that great, so maybe I'll step up my game with this new camera. But I wanted to show you all of my cameras that I use for my YouTube journey. If you don't have the money, it doesn't even matter. Just put your content out there, edit your video as best as you can. And the whole time I've been doing YouTube videos, I always use iMovie. I have the MacBook, and I have an older version. I have a 2007 MacBook. Yes, I do. It's old, but I bought it off of eBay, and I bought it for $700, and it had all other programs on that computer, so I didn't have to purchase anything. I didn't have to purchase Final Cut Pro, all the different programs on there. I didn't have to purchase. They were already on the computer, and that computer still works to this day just as fast as my iMac. And I just purchased my iMac, I want to say about 2 years ago. So that is what I use to edit my videos. I use iMovie. I'm not really good with editing. I wish somebody would make a video on how to edit on iMovie to make their videos look so flawless, because you know mine is just pretty basic. And but you know, that's what I've been doing, and maybe I'll go to a couple classes to see how to edit, to make the little flashes go on, to make you zoom out, all that good stuff, how to put me in and out through the beat of the music. You know, I want to learn all that stuff, but you know, it takes time. I'm still learning. Even though I've been on YouTube for 5 years, I'm still learning new things every day. I look up things on YouTube to try to figure out different ways to do different things. I edit my pictures on PicMonkey, and I love PicMonkey. Canva is another great website to edit your videos on. But you know, once I do something, and once I'm used to doing something, I stay with that same thing. Like, I've been using iMovie. I have Final Cut Pro, but you know, I'm so used to iMovie. Final Cut Pro seems so confusing to me. So just like with PicMonkey, Canva was taking forever, and a lot of things that I thought I could do on Canva, I figured out I could do it on PicMonkey. So that's what I use to edit my thumbnails, my pictures. You know, a lot of my pictures I put on Facebook, I edit them. You know, you can add the little emojis and all that stuff by typing in emojis, PNG, or anything you want to have just a little clip of on your thumbnail. just type in PNG at the end. I use Beam Images, and then I upload it to my computer, and then I drag it into my video or my thumbnail or to PicMonkey. So I know this is a lot of information that I'm cramming into you guys right now, but I just want to tell you guys that you do not have to spend a whole lot of money to start making YouTube videos. You know, I started from the bottom, working my way to the top, and that's just what you do. You know, you learn from your mistakes, and I really don't feel like I had any mistakes. The only thing about YouTube is I feel like I should have more subscribers than I do have, even though I've been on YouTube for 5 years. Like, my views are really not up there, but you guys do continue to watch my videos. But I know I take a lot of breaks, but you know, life happens. You know, I done had a baby, and I work all the time. You know, I'm still a mother. I'm always gonna be a mother and a working mother, and YouTube is always my secondary. So I think with being on YouTube, you just need to be consistent with your videos, and your subscribers will grow, and grow. And I lose a lot of subscribers too. I don't know what that's all about, but I know 100 people ain't just unsubscribing. So I think another YouTuber was saying that she was losing a lot of subscribers, and it was just a problem with YouTube. So like I said, I'm almost at 25,000 subscribers. And my phone is ringing right now, always interrupting the video. So I think that's all that I wanted to share with you guys today. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it down below. And I'm going to go ahead and charge my cameras up. I got 2 cameras, not just one. So I got to make sure the batteries stay on the charger. So like I said, I'll talk to you guys real soon. Okay, bye.